Bailey logo. Modern masterpiece, architectural viz. Welcome everybody to Law of Attraction ASMR. My podcast is for the ASMR community, and I'm going to be explaining my journey in architecture and my entrepreneurial journey. And definitely subscribe and stay tuned if you'd like to request videos. Please leave them in the comments below. In this video today, I'm going to be explaining my architectural project on screen. This is a speed model of about 6 or 7 times speed, and I'm going to be explaining what this project is, and I'm also going to be telling some stories about how I got into architecture and why I am so passionate about it and why I do what I do. So first and foremost, this project that's on screen currently is untitled, but the program of it is a sculpture studio. And the constraint that I had to design with was 36 by 36 by 8 feet. That was the lot size. And the professor allowed me to kind of go above and beyond, so I decided to imagine that this was nestled in a hillside with a grand view. And I also wanted to make it multi-level so I can take advantage of the square footage. And the studio is about 1,200 to 1,500 square feet, and there's also a small bridge that will link to a much smaller studio or series of living quarters. And the idea behind this project is called earthworks. Now, an earthwork is, think of an earthwork as a monument, like the Vietnam memorials or the Washington Monument. Those may be considered earthworks. In downtown Portland, there is a series of rock which formulates mountains and waterfalls, and it is an earthwork. And it's about how you move and form the earth, and how the form is kind of one with the earth. And so, in this particular project, what I'm doing right now on screen is I'm adding some spheres to structural steel, which makes up one of the supports for the roof and for the floor system. And what else is going on here? So basically, like, I really wanted a simple design, but at the same time something that was complex by its function. So what I would envision is someone would get out of their car or off of their bike and ride up to or walk up to the edge of the property, and they would see this kind of entrance foyer, but everything was mostly flat. And above the surface you would see these different cubes. You can see on the top there's 2 cubes. One will actually be glass, and the other will be a combination of stone and glass. And imagine that you walk onto this surface and it's stone, and you have this view of mountains or possibly the beach, the ocean, or something like that. And at first glance, it's a very simple project. But in this glass cube, you can actually go in there and be protected by the wind, be protected by the rain from above, and by any dust. And it's a place where the artist or some artist could go and do work. It's a 9 by 9 by 9 cube, and it's not particularly a very large space. But imagine if in this cube you could have a soft carpeted floor, nice lush pillows, and you could lay down and overlook a grand view of your choice. And you can have your artist book and draft and work on things, and maybe you are a musician and you're working on practicing your music. It could be a small music studio that has an amazing view. A little bit about my journey in architecture is I just remember when I was 4 years old, and box, triangle, rectangle, and rhombus were the four main shapes that I used to construct houses. And I would just sit in my my aunt's hallway between her living room and her fireplace and her kitchen and dining room area. And I would be there with my sister, and we would just have papers upon papers upon papers on the floor, and I would literally just draw and create, and I never ever stopped. And part of this series of videos is to inspire young, aspiring masters of art. As some of you know, I'm the founder of the nonprofit AMA. It stands for Aspiring Masters of Art. And I've been that ever since I was a kid. And I think about everything that I did when I was younger. Like, I would build with Legos, I would build with little blocks at school. And no matter whether I was at school or at work, along my early adult life, I would literally just draw and work on ideas that I felt would be world changing. Here on the screen, I'm rendering a view, and you can see kind of some of the slopes, some of this big heavy earth to the backside. What's in this like cyan color is glass. The red is structural steel. You can see the two boxes up top, and you can kind of see there would be a downward approach to this property. The top level is flat and kind of minimalist, but when you take the slopes down or the stairs down, the views open up as well as the studio opens up. And at the entrance of this studio, down at the bottom, there's going to be a water reflection basin, which will have koi or tilapia or some kind of aquaculture. And the roof could be a rain harvesting roof, which can be collected in the basin below, which would reflect the different glass and the different light reflected upon the structure. And there's also going to be a small bridge that will link to other dwellings on this property. You don't actually see that in this view. Here in the lower screen, you can see I'm creating the structure. And this video is coming to an end soon. This was just a very short, soft-spoken ASMR video, and I'm getting ready to present to you some of the final views of this property. Like I said, please subscribe for more. This is the rooftop. Very clean, very minimalist. Here's kind of a side view. You can see the middle section is kind of the main living section. Like I said, feel free to leave any comments of anything that you would like to have me speak over. And I thank you guys for watching. My name is Phil Bailey, and this has been Law of Attraction ASMR. Thank you.